Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Tuesday, December 22nd at 9:06 a.m. Pacific Standard Time by Zeno Reader. There are 753 headlines from 108 fees we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Truck carrying propane tanks flips, explodes into fireball on New York City Expressway. 17 best fireplace accessories and tools for 2021. Larsa Pippen's affair heats up for the holidays as her new man's ex vacations in Miami. Trump news, live, sociopathic president meeting conspirators and turning on Pence in bid to overturn vote. China expels U.S. ship from disputed waters and fresh escalation in South China Sea. The $900 billion stimulus deal hinged on a disagreement over a single word that was resolved in a late-night call between senators. COVID, Wuhan scientist would welcome visit probing lab leak theory. American companies no longer to pay sick leave to people with COVID. EU-UK leaders seek way out of Brexit trade impasse. Trump mocks McConnell in presentation, he was the first one off the ship. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Some might not receive a $600 stimulus check this time around. Here's why, CNBC. Skincare gadget company The Skin Glow tricked Instagrammers into buying its product, The Verge. Biden to name Miguel Cardona as Education Secretary, Biden transition updates, NPR. Consumer relief, COVID bill to end surprise medical bills, Associated Press. U.S. deaths in 2020 top 3 million, by far most ever counted, Associated Press. Iowa Democrat challenges defeat with the House, Politico. $900 billion COVID relief bill passed by Congress, sent to Trump, the Associated Press. Photos, Great Conjunction dazzles stargazers around world, NPR. U.S. consumer confidence tumbles in December, MarketWatch. Defiant Doug Maroney gives Jets glimmer of Trevor Lawrence hope, New York Post. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. It could take years for Miguel Cardona to repeal Betsy DeVos' harmful Title IX policy. Katy Perry apparently pretended to be Zooey Deschanel to get into clubs. 60 funny family holiday cards that sum up 2020. Ex-Trump advisor silences My Pillow guy's voting machine hogwash on Newsmax. Hillary Duff praises husband for drinking more water in sweet anniversary post. Air Force says black service members more often investigated, punished. Joe Biden to nominate Miguel Cardona for Education Secretary. Colbert shares outtakes of celebrities messing up on late show video calls. We decided to tell our kids when we're having sex, here's why, and what happened after. Watch Art of the Deal co-author perfectly predict Trump's defeat reaction in 2016. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Family steps in and saves local business. Anonymous donor gives to family in need. Hungry and hurting steps up during COVID. School continues its 100-day season of service. Online shopper buys dolls, gets something different. City agrees to pay man tased by police. Man loses life savings after waiting to report. Family not letting Grinch steal their Christmas. Neighbor saves child from burning home. 20 rescued dogs meet their forever families. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. A stimulus deal that's too little, too late. The life of Humberto Trujillo, the postmaster of Phoenix. 2 passengers, dog slide out of moving plane at LaGuardia Airport. Georgia Senate runoff targeted by misinformation superspreaders. How cities lost control of police discipline. How will we eat in 2021? 11 predictions to chew on. Bronx nursing home residents get their first shots. EU urges member countries to lift travel bans on Britain. The new COVID variant in the UK, questions and answers. Biden to pick Latino chief of Connecticut schools as education secretary. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Iowa Democrat who lost by 6 votes asks House to investigate race, consider flipping result. California union members campaign in Georgia days before asking LA for strict lockdown. Mom roasts son for being single for Christmas in hilarious texts. LifeVac CEO Arthur Lin invents device to stop choking, I had to do something. Pilot draws Pac-Man, ghost with flight route over coast of England. Disneyland changes scary Snow White ride, adds new, happier ending. Trump campaign manager launching firm to work with outgoing president. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson plan to receive COVID-19 vaccine after everybody who truly needs it. Spain's El Gordo Christmas lottery shells out $489,000 in winnings. Colorado ski resorts on alert after avalanches kill 3. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Tuesday, December 22nd. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Fantasy Football Waiver Wire Week 16, Tony Pollard, Emmanuel Sanders could help win your championship. Pope Francis offers guidance for a better future in new book, Let Us Dream. Stimulus package update, deal reached on COVID economic relief. Couple emerges from sanctuary after hiding out in Philadelphia church basement for 843 days. Video, paragliding Santa rescued after crashing into power lines. EMT gives CPR to suspected COVID patient on Los Angeles-bound flight, now feeling symptoms. Widow shares love letter husband wrote as he died of COVID-19 at Texas hospital. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Britain's daily COVID cases double in a week with 36,804 more infections. Mother run over and killed by her Range Rover as family sue over defective gear selector. Marquess of Butte and daughter charged over alleged lockdown breach. Man does backflip in rhino enclosure before Singapore Zoo condemns reckless and mindless behavior. Retail industry boss warns if jams are not cleared today there will be shortages after Christmas. How Grace Millane's murderer was serial sex attacker and fantasist who claimed to be a Central Intelligence Agency assassin. COVID reaches Antarctica meaning it has spread to every continent. Couple who died in Essex lorry left their young children in Vietnam to set up life in UK. New mutant UK strain of coronavirus is probably already in the US. Dead Russian scientist was involved in British COVID research. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Taiwan snaps world's longest COVID-free streak after pilot infects local resident. Prince William and Kate accused of breaking coronavirus rules again. Thousands protest in Armenia, demand PM's resignation. Israeli government on the verge of collapse after lawmakers fail to reach budget compromise. Brits in Brussels get lucky with their Christmas turkeys. Russia hits more EU officials with entry bans over Navalny. Iraq wants thousands displaced by the ISIS war to go home. They may be killed if they do. Indonesia leader reshuffles cabinet amid virus crisis. Graft. More Americans are traveling to Mexico's Riviera Maya than ever before. The parties have led to more coronavirus cases. Kushner joins Israelis on landmark visit to Morocco. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Coronavirus live news, Anthony Fau, she gets COVID vaccine in U.S., UK reports another 691 deaths. More immigrant women say they were abused by ICE gynecologist. COVID could shorten U.S. life expectancy by up to 3 years, experts say. High frustration, Pittsburgh Steelers reeling after shock loss to Bengals. Kremlin accuses Alexei Navalny of comparing himself to Jesus. Russia and China fly joint bomber patrol over the Pacific. NBA 2020-2021 predictions, can anyone derail LeBron and the LA Lakers? Senior Republican says Trump's final election challenge will go down like a shot dog. 2 people and dog slide out of moving plane at New York's LaGuardia Airport. Karima Baloch, Pakistani human rights activist, found dead in Canada. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Rio de Janeiro police arrest evangelical mayor Crivella. Wisconsin County spent nearly $730K on presidential recount. Pandemic crushes global supply chains, workers at both ends. Co-workers lived at factory for 28 days to make PPE materials. Live, ABC News Live. BioNTech CEO confident vaccine will work on UK variant. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Coronavirus, EU urges countries to lift UK travel bans. Will pregnant women receive the COVID-19 vaccine? It depends. Giant iceberg A68 shatters into large fragments. Coronavirus spreads to Antarctic research station. Karima Baloch, Pakistani rights activist found dead in Toronto. Russia hits EU with sanctions in backlash over Navalny sting. Afghanistan conflict, Kabul car bombing kills 4 doctors. COVID, Vatican says coronavirus vaccines morally acceptable. In pictures, the Great Conjunction. Marcelo Crivella, Rio mayor arrested over bribery claims. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Experts say this is what children need to survive the COVID-19 pandemic. COVID-19 vaccine plan means some states will lag in getting shots to highest risk groups. Coronavirus updates. Dr. Fauci gets vaccinated. $600 stimulus checks to go out next week. 2020 is deadliest year in U.S. history. Will new coronavirus relief package be enough? Black and Latino landlords could lose big. California faces darkest days as COVID-19 cases surge, pushing hospital staff to the breaking point. Truck with 300 propane tanks flipped over and burst into flames in Queens, New York. The day in pictures. Despite COVID-19 threat, Mexican Americans make annual holiday pilgrimage to Mexico. This is the only time of year we get together. A grim COVID Christmas at Alabama hospital. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Why a negative COVID test doesn't clear you for holiday gatherings. New, more infectious strain of coronavirus worries California. Column, for the Pied Piper of La Puente, no COVID hit business is too small to tout. Column 1, this mall has been devastated, a lean Christmas, empty stores and an unsettling future. Newsom relies on education over fines to enforce virus edicts. New York is different. Dire COVID warnings go unheeded as many insist on Christmas traditions. Officials fear new surge. Firefighters battle structure fire in North Hollywood. More than 10% of Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department personnel in coronavirus quarantine. California shatters daily COVID-19 record with more than 62,000 new cases as hospital conditions worsen. LA County allows churches to meet indoors after recent court rulings. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Spain moves to slash rents for struggling bars and restaurants. Russia hits EU with sanctions in backlash over Navalny's sting, denying entry to several EU officials. Australian cattle feed invention equal to taking 100 million cars off the road wins international prize. Mayor of Rio de Janeiro and Bolsonaro close a lie arrested over bribery scheme. Karima Baloch, human rights activist and vocal critic of Pakistan, found dead in Canada. 903 minors among thousands tried or jailed for insulting Turkey's ruler Erdogan. Korea scrambles jets as Chinese, Russian aircraft enter air defense zone. A Brazilian woman enslaved as a maid from the age of 8 for almost 4 decades and forced into marriage has been rescued in a rare crackdown on domestic slavery, officials said. She had worked for the family for most of her life without pay or any time off, according to labor inspectors. Microplastics revealed in the placentas of unborn babies. Norway Supreme Court approved the government's plans for Arctic oil exploration on Tuesday, dismissing a lawsuit by campaigners who claimed the scheme violated people's right to a healthy environment. Thai man revives baby elephant with CPR after motorbike accident. Pilot blamed for Taiwan's first local COVID transmission since April. Taiwan. France's Macron wants to add climate goals in constitution. Hundreds of Thai workers found dying in South Korea. The next headlines are from Forbes. MLB teams lost $1 billion in 2020. Oklahoma City Thunder finalized 2020 to 2021 roster. Will slow progress of contract talks prevent New York Yankees from retaining DJ LeMahieu? Man in New York rescued from inside snow-buried car which spurs flurry of self-driving car tidings. Women-made spirits make great gifts. New Napa treasures from Cuvée and Brandlin. EU calls for reversal of UK travel bans as passengers, freight remains stuck. IAC plans to spin off Vimeo to shareholders. Biden expected to nominate Miguel Cardona as Education Secretary. Democrats are nearly twice as willing as Republicans to receive vaccine, poll finds. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Horizon 2020 by the numbers, how 60 billion euros was divided up among Europe's scientists. The science event to watch for in 2021. Author correction, molecular dissection of amyloid disaggregation by human HSP70. An estimation of undetected COVID cases in France. The latest on Biden's science team, veteran regulator to be EPA head. What's your risk of catching COVID? These tools help you to find out. Daily briefing, explore the world with Leif Penguinson. Under detection of COVID-19 cases in France threatens epidemic control. Publisher correction, galactosaminogalactin activates the inflammasome to provide host protection. COVID research updates, how 90% of French COVID cases evaded detection. The world population update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,674,360,055 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time, and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Harvey Litwin, Apico founder and former MCA executive, dies at 89. Discovery-backed Group 9 Eyes M&A, plans public offering via blank check company. The Beatles Get Back preview, Peter Jackson rewrites the ending of rock's greatest fairy tale. Time's Up financial reports show growth, details CEO severance. His Dark Materials renewed for third and final season at HBO, BBC. Oscar winners Denzel Washington, Rami Malek and Jared Leto face off in the Little Things trailer. Eddie Murphy reclaims his throne in Coming to America trailer. Turkish star Can Yaman set for Luke's Vita reboot of Sandakan TV series. A24 developing film adaptation of On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. Independent Lens winter slate includes documentaries by Jared Leto, Shalini Kantayya exclusive. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. BioNTech CEO says highly likely vaccine is effective against UK virus variant. Biden to pick Connecticut schools chief Miguel Cardona as education secretary. Photos, Great Conjunction death all stargazers around the world. Arab Spring generation not as scared as their parents of change. Coronavirus world map, tracking the spread of the outbreak. Coronavirus is surging, how severe is your state's outbreak? Air Force investigation finds black members face racial disparity in service. Low demand for antibody drugs against COVID-19. Congress acts to spare consumers from costly surprise medical bills. Hawaii reboots Depression Era Conservation Corps using pandemic assistance funds. The following headlines are from the week. BioNTech chief, highly likely COVID-19 vaccine will hold up against UK coronavirus mutation. Fauci receives COVID-19 vaccine, tells Americans he has extreme confidence in it. The week's best parenting advice, December 22, 2020. Washington football team reportedly settled with Dan Snyder sexual misconduct accuser for $1.6 million. Israel, Arab nations want a say in Biden's Iran negotiations. Here's why his advisors are skeptical. More than a dozen death row inmates at an Indiana prison have coronavirus. Trump is reportedly turning on virtually every person around him. The stimulus deal is the worst of both worlds. Taiwan reports its first domestic COVID-19 case since April. U.S. deaths will hit a record 3.2 million in 2020, due largely to COVID-19. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. Out of sight, out of mind. As companies build thousands of cell towers, indigenous nations are faced with difficult choices. The next headlines are from Physics Buzz News. Scientists search for Rudolph's red nose, and other great stories. The following headlines are from the NASA Mars Exploration Program. A Martian round trip, NASA's Perseverance rover sample tubes. The next headlines are from Universe Today. If Exians explain dark matter, it could be possible to detect them nearby neutron stars. NASA announces its Artemis astronauts, 18 people training to fly to the moon. China's planning to launch a space-based gravitational wave observatory in the 2030s, Tianqin. Here's how it'll stack up against LISA. This galaxy took only 500 million years to form. Beyond Fermi's paradox, what is the Aurora hypothesis? These are the news headlines for today, Tuesday, December 22nd. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Photos of last night's historic Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. China's Chang'e 5 mooncraft begins extended mission. Moon, Mars, Uranus December 22nd to 24. 2020 Arctic Report Card, sea ice loss, extreme wildfires. Dramatic images of erupting Kilauea volcano in Hawaii. Jupiter and Saturn's great conjunction is today. Personal solstices. Solstice sun at southernmost point. The next news is from Politico. Sweden edges closer to NATO membership. Italian data regulator opens formal procedure against TikTok. Russia slaps travel bans on EU officials over Navalny sanctions. Fauci, Azar receive coronavirus vaccines at the event. Iowa Democrat challenges defeat with the House. Biden announces 6 senior White House staff picks, including Bruce Reed. Biden to pick Connecticut Education Commissioner for top schools post. New DCCC chair draws diversity warning from colleagues as he named top staffer. I will put them on the floor, McConnell promises votes for Biden's cabinet picks. Poll, majority wants Pelosi out as House Speaker. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. BioNTech says it is highly likely its COVID-19 vaccine can handle mutation. I just want a life. Loneliest patient spent 6 months isolated with a deadly disease. 3 more years, Healy says ageless pain should be Australia's long-term skipper. Veteran Sydney to Hobart skipper questions decision to cancel race a week out. Curtis Scott seeks $400,000 settlement from police to keep case out of court. The virus detectives working to quash Sydney's Christmas COVID-19 cluster. Cannot mask unwillingness to mandate for the better. Killjoy to the world, how Christmas season of giving takes its toll. Zinja dealmaker leaves trail of sour business deals, including with Seek founder. Fred Nile locked out of party headquarters as internal fight heats up. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Economic report, U.S. consumer confidence tumbles in December. Newswatch, Mnuchin says $600 checks will be sent out next week. BioNTech boss says more tests needed to see if vaccine protects against new COVID-19 strain. Coronavirus update, U.S. tops 18 million COVID-19 cases, as daily new cases and deaths are back on the rise. Google forcefully rebukes U.S. antitrust lawsuit in first legal response. The Margin, watch, Dr. Fauci gets Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine on camera as a symbol to the rest of the country to get vaccinated. Video games are a bigger industry than sports and movies combined, thanks to the pandemic. Market snapshot, Dow slips as investors parse COVID-8 package, viral spread. The ratings game, Peloton stock heads toward record after $420 million pre-core deal. Economic report, historic increase in U.S. GDP in third quarter revised slightly higher to 33.4% annualized rate. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Startups must register their IP to protect their business or technology idea, India Education Diary. Cameron native chosen as National Academy of Inventors Fellow, Cameron Herald. Intellectual property, control from the grave, Lixology. COVID-19, has Global South been left to die, yet again, Deccan Herald. Tonix Pharmaceuticals acquires exclusive license to University of Geneva technology for oxytocin-based treatments for treating insulin resistance, diabetes and obesity, expanding proprietary uses for TNX 1900, intranasal potentiated oxytocin, Globe Newswire. SOSA Ehectors and Captor Therapeutics Interstrategic Technology collaboration focused on targeted GPCR degradation as novel approach for drug design, PR Newswire. U.S. probes whether VW Group vehicles infringe Jaguar Land Rover patents, Automotive News Europe. Compulsory licensing in March in rights, 2 avenues to expand and accelerate access to COVID-19 vaccines, Lixology. Transportation Group of the Year, Hogan Lovells, Law 360. Overview of USPTO webinar, Understanding Patenting in China, J.D. Supra. The next headlines are from Quartz. Will the Pfizer and Moderna COVID-19 vaccines be effective against a new strain? The first COVID-19 vaccines have changed biotech forever. U.S. businessmen are close to exploiting Ethiopia's oil plans in a multi-billion-dollar scheme. The future of leadership will be managing hybrid teams. What movie theaters will look like in the future. Chile's new constitution could rewrite the story of lithium mining. The exact environmental cost of Delhi's rapid and unplanned urbanization. Will the Modi government manage to sell Air India this time? $54 billion in stimulus money still isn't enough to rescue U.S. schools. AI and satellite data find thousands of fishing boats that could be using forced labor. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. We had to pass a law to stop telecom monopolies from charging you rental fees for things you already own. The SolarWinds hack is just the same sort of espionage the U.S. government engages in every day. Esports milestone, the Philadelphia Eagles become the first NFL team to dive into esports. Sheriff's office asks court to prevent a different gov agency from releasing records related to the U.S. Marshals killing of an Antifa activist. Israel's NSO group exploits and malware again being used to target journalists in the Middle East. New COVID bill includes billions to shore up broadband access, but Congress, once again, sells out to Hollywood, sneaks Case Act and Felony streaming bill into government funding omnibus. Daily Deal, Babel language learning. Law and Order President huddles with his enablers, considers enacting martial law to overturn his election loss. Wonder Woman forces AT&T and Roku to end their petty squabbles. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Miguel Cardona. Playboy Cardi. Kevin Green Steelers. Joan Ernst. Allison Janney. NASA. Telescope. Steelers. Compass. Cameron Fletcher. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Safe to assume new COVID-19 mutation is already here. Ireland's PM announces shutdown of pubs and restaurants amid new fears. China's CanSino to submit its COVID-19 vaccine for review in Mexico, FM. Maybe Google drank early, tech giant leaves people scratching their heads with mistaken DM message made public. No pain, no gain. Lewis Hamilton says his body was destroyed by COVID-19 as he attempts to regain 4 kilos of lost weight. Bikini Queen WWE star Green sends internet into frenzy with revealing beach bikini should she jokes about wrestling great Cena. 2020 set to be the deadliest year in U.S. history, as COVID-19 ravages the country. You're only warned once. Ron Paul gets YouTube caution as an episode of the show censored for misinformation. EU in final push to get Brexit trade deal done, says Barnier ahead of briefing with European ambassadors. Return to Fight Island. Dana White confirms January return to Abu Dhabi with huge triple-header fight week. They lied, they cheated. West Point cadets caught in largest cheating scandal in 45 years. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. CDC says no evidence UK COVID mutation is deadlier or more severe. Hive updates. The robot made me do it. Research finds AI encourages risk-taking behavior. Johns Hopkins newspaper removes study examining COVID death rate. As Tesla tanks, here's what analysts are saying about Apple's move into EVs. Watch, truck carrying hundreds of propane tanks explodes on Long Island Expressway. Rabo, the second largest chunk in the COVID bill is helicopter money. Goldman will offer wealth management to clients with as little as $1,000. Existing home sales tumble for first time since May, prices hit record highs. Consumer confidence crashes in December as labor market lurches lower. Bitcoin rebounds despite SEC attack on crypto industry. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. U.S. economy expanded at record pace in Q3 but COVID threat remains. U.S. Secretary Pompeo offers to mediate between Israel and Lebanon. EU giving a final push to reach Brexit deal, says Barnier. Europe faces slower than expected economic recovery, IMF warns. Not so holly jolly, U.S. consumer confidence hits 4-month low. UN probe in Mali sees war crimes against humanity, report. Israeli flight lands in Morocco to mark normalization deal. Jingle hell, UK mood darkens with new virus strain, Brexit woes. UN aims to send team to Ethiopia's Tigray to probe war crimes. Prominent Pakistani rights activist found dead in Toronto. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Consumer confidence unexpectedly slumps for second straight month. Rand Paul, lawmakers perpetuating lockdowns by handing money to states with arbitrary and unscientific rules. Acting Defense Secretary Chris Miller makes surprise visit to Afghanistan. Historic rebound in U.S. GDP revised higher. College football playoff willing to delay semis, championship due to COVID-19. Scarborough, Kelly Loeffler stole the election from Doug Collins, shouldn't even be on the ballot. Watch Live, Turning Point USA Student Action Summit Day 4. Silver confident NBA season can be pulled off safely. Dozens of pro-life leaders urge U.S. Senate to vote against Xavier Becerra as Biden HHS Secretary. Dr. Anthony Fauci receiving Moderna coronavirus vaccine over Pfizer. The next headlines are from UPI News. Watch, horse rescued after falling through ice in Massachusetts. More than 11,000 tickets win lottery drawing with 3 combination. Look, deputies free 6-foot alligator from Florida storm drain. Look, lost wedding ring found weeks later at Christmas tree lot. Student creates 675 square foot painting using spices. Watch, paragliding Santa Claus rescued from power lines in California. Look, rescue team fishes struggling deer out of icy lake. Reported cheetah on the loose in Oregon with stuffed animal. Watch, man stacks 79 poker chips, breaks 47th Guinness record of 2020. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. 9 of the strangest jobs you never imagined. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. Jupiter and Saturn great conjunction tonight after sunset, closest since 1226, nearly 800 years ago. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Man who was homeless is overwhelmed with emotion when Secret Santa surprises him with a brand new smile. People are adopting healthcare workers as a way to thank them for their service. Zoom is lifting its 40-minute time limit for the holidays so the world can spend time with loved ones. Passenger forgets $340,000 painting at German airport, and a trash can hunt begins. Women who learned they were sisters by chance reunited with long-lost father after 24 years, it's a Christmas miracle. While it may seem too simple, science shows light lamp therapy for treating SAD during winter can work. You're tuned to No Views, Daily Automated Podcast News. This is a report for Tuesday, December 22nd. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. 57,000-year-old wolf puppy found frozen in Yukon permafrost. More than 11,000 tickets win lottery drawing with 3 combination. Lawsuit over warmer Sherlock depicted in Enola Holmes dismissed. Illinois woman finds apparent COVID-19 test in Kohl's package. Villager enters plea in Fuzzy's vodka golf cart crash DUI arrest. Paragliding Santa Claus rescued after getting caught in power lines in California. Fox News mislabels the Upper Peninsula as Canada. Russian Navy submarine mock torpedo launch splashes onlookers. Nigerian man Victor makes amla at UK food contest, wows white judges' taste buds. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. 3 easy-to-read academic articles for mobility tech nerds. Understand Six Sigma, Lean and Manita for assuring successful projects with this training bundle. Knowing Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator and InDesign can open a whole new digital career. Watch, Philips Chief Innovation Officer Yaron Taz talks about the future of healthcare. Algorithms Behaving Badly, 2020 edition. 6 beefy bits of advice for the recently self-employed. All I want for Christmas are gadgets with regular names. Report, the Apple car is still alive, and it may arrive in 2024. 4 personality types old school car makers can use to stay relevant. Can Apple's rumored search engine ever compete with Google? The following headlines are from Science Daily. Bumblebees lacking high-quality habitat have higher pathogen loads. Key clues to understanding the death of stars. Anti-diarrhea drug drives cancer cells to cell death. A groggy climate giant, subsea permafrost is still waking up after 12,000 years. Frozen, cutting-edge technology reveals structures within cells. Neuroscientists isolate promising mini-antibodies against COVID-19 from a llama. Antibiotics for C-sections effective after umbilical cord clamped. Biotech cotton key to eliminating devastating pest from US and Mexico. Deep, slow slip action made Iraq largest earthquakes and their tsunamis. Hormone metabolites found in feces give researchers new insight into whale stress. The next headlines are from Information Week. 10 IT trends to watch for in 2021. How data, analytics and AI shape 2020 and will impact 2021. What manufacturing can teach us about operationalizing AI. Why quantum computing's future lies in the cloud. Here's how IT leaders can adapt to stricter data privacy laws. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Tuesday, December 22nd from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA discoveries, R&D, Moon to Mars exploration plans persevere in 2020. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Utah football coach Kyle Whittingham knows post-pandemic, class of 2022 recruiting will be difficult. Trip Talk, how your Salt Lake Tribune subscription is changing. How to apply for an internship at the Salt Lake Tribune. Utah store clerk run over by suspected shoplifter. 1 man dead, 2 people wounded in Salt Lake City shooting. How to download a Salt Lake Tribune's new mobile app. Letter, Salt Lake City teachers deserve a bonus. Bayou men's basketball has some skin in the game and win over Texas Southern. Peter Metcalf, Deb Holland is the right choice for Utah. Robert Kirby, let's delve into the history and mystery of Santa. The next headlines are from Slashdot, tech news for nerds. Facebook small advertisers say they're hurt by AI lockouts. More than 70 West Point cadets accused of cheating in academic scandal. Microsoft and McAfee headline newly formed ransomware task force. Microsoft and Google join Facebook's legal battle against hacking company NSO. Google, Facebook agree to team up against possible antitrust action, draft lawsuit says. What scientists know about the coronavirus variant spreading in the UK. Evidence of modified gravity in 150 galaxies strengthens dark matter alternative. How to see Jupiter and Saturn line on Monday night. Firefox 2 ship network petitioning as a new anti-tracking defense. Fired COVID-19 data manager Rebecca Jones sues FDLE over raid on her home. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Second stimulus check, financial advisor share tips on how to budget once the money is in your account. Owner finds dog stolen during 2012 home invasion after 8 years of searching. Downtown St. Louis receives $100,000 grant for over 2,500 lights. Hazmat team investigates suspicious envelope at St. Clair County Courthouse. Tim's Travels, locally produced a new holiday premieres on PBS tonight. Fun winter activities from the author of 100 Things to Do in St. Louis Before You Die. HHS Sec. Azar, Dr. Fauci received Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine. 2020 is deadliest year in U.S. history. Photos, St. Louis area Christmas star. Wendy's employee shot due to dipping sauce debacle. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. County gets first deliveries of Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Teen girl shot during argument. Homicide detectives investigate suspicious death in Encinitas. California desperately searches for more nurses and doctors. San Marcos SWAT standoff ends in arrest. Neighbors spar over potential church development in Del Cerro. Locals crane their necks skyward for a glimpse of rare Christmas star. With holidays looming, Santigans turn out for last-minute COVID-19 test. The next headlines are from SpookNews.com. Comic Bites, meet the deadliest assassins in Marvel Universe News Bites. Powered Book I Ghost Episode 9 release date, watch online, spoilers. Cybercrime surging in Kashmir, fresh data says. China criticizes Trump's suggestion it, not Russia, is behind cyber spying, Portland Press Herald. The best new podcasts of 2020. Israeli spyware likely to proliferate in Mideast amid Al Jazeera journalists hack, says report. Palestinian doctor charged in new IRA probe has latest bail bid refused. Putin hails Russia spies, visits intelligence HQ. Top court says hidden camera video of veteran calling for help, gasping for air can be used in murder trial. China criticizes President Donald Trump for his suggestion that Beijing is behind cyber espionage against United States' latest lie. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Hungary receives first batch of Jidran armored vehicles from Turkey. Pentagon's #1 weapons supplier to buy rocket engine maker Aerojet for $4.4 billion. ASRC Federal gets $249 M hybrid contract for U.S. Army supercomputers. Northrop Grumman secures $15 M contract for Iraqi Cessna 208, 172 fleet support. U.S. Air Force awards contract to Valency for Skyborg. Russia deploys troops to Central African Republic. Boeing's unmanned combat aircraft completes key taxi test. Boeing on course to overtake Russia as Indian biggest weapons supplier. Bell shows V-280 Valor new capabilities. U.S. Army ramps up M109A7 Paladin production. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. More than just censorship, how China shaped public sentiment in the early days of COVID. JD Finance under fire for advertising that preys on the poor. Modernizing tradition, Shen Kongwen and his literary classics. Jeremy Lin's Warriors return blocked by Chinese Basketball Association. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Wendy's employee shot over dipping sauce dispute, workers say. Biden selects education secretary. Michaela Garrett's suspected killer to be arraigned, how to watch. COVID shortage, California hospitals desperate for doctors, nurses. 101 shooting, police investigate homicide in San Francisco. Non-essential travel to UK discouraged with new virus mutation. $900 billion COVID-19 relief bill passed by Congress, Mnuchin says stimulus checks could arrive next week. Stimulus, some Americans wonder how far $600 will go. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Haskins apologizes after photos show maskless partying. New COVID-19 cases dropped to 4,699 as state reports 98 more deaths. 4 mayoral candidates in Des Plaines, 3 in Mount Prospect. Images, our best prep sports photos of 2020. Classic car enthusiasts' life not bad for a guy from Buffalo. Cook County Healthcare, sheriff's employees walk off the job for one-day strike. Jobless aid, checks, PPP, adding up $900 billion in virus relief. Congress approves $900 billion COVID relief bill. Deal to bring grocery store, Raising Cane's to Arlington Heights Shopping Center gets okay. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. NWS, heavy snowfall coming to mountains, wet snow possible in Puget Sound lowlands. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil, Peru, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Argentina. Drought is ongoing in Canada, Mexico, United States. Drought is ongoing in Georgia, Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine. Drought is ongoing in China, India, Nepal, Pakistan. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Peru. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Spain, Morocco. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Iran, Lebanon, Syria, Turkey. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Tuesday, December 22nd in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from Cypher Brief Security News and High-Level Analysis. Washington Cyber Reckoning. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. I-10 Katy Freeway eastbound shut down at Houston Avenue due to truck accident. Texas Medical Center health experts to give vaccine rollout update. U.S. deaths in 2020 top 3 million, by far most ever counted. Galveston County considers return to COVID-19 rollback restrictions. These stores will be open to shoppers on Christmas Eve. Dr. Anthony Fauci, HHS-Sec, Alex Azar receive COVID-19 vaccine at the event. Christmas star deaths as Jupiter, Saturn line in night sky, video. Could you finish the Big Texan at Fuzzy's Pizza? Joe Biden to address COVID-19 stimulus bill, holiday pandemic precautions today. Nursing home residents use holiday pen pals to cope during pandemic. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Georgia Southern to meet La Tech in New Orleans Bowl. Gio Reyna voted U.S. Soccer's top young male player of year. Flynn joins $641 M deal to settle lawsuits over lead in water. Column, on its own for 70 years, LPGA gets through big year. Christmas in the IQ, decorations, lights and many tiers too. Memphis, Florida Atlantic set to meet in Montgomery Bowl. U.S. consumer confidence tumbles in crucial holiday season. Google rejects Department of Justice antitrust claims in court filing. Russian and Chinese bombers fly joint patrol over Pacific. 2 killed when plane crashes along Texas service road. The following headlines are from the Gothamist. Early edition, how the stress and isolation of 2020 is affecting our bodies. Coronavirus updates, new COVID strain is likely already here, Fauci says. New Yorkers on why they love NYC, now more than ever. In surprise shift, Mayor de Blasio says he opposes controversial Crown Heights towers. Extra, are you nervous about socializing in a post-COVID world? Here's the original 1970s company set, called Breathtaking Biden It. The most elaborate outdoor dining setups in pandemic-era NYC. COVID stimulus deal includes federal aid for independent venues, comedy clubs, Broadway and more. New pop-up kitchen on lead delivering perfect ghetto sanders and sets. Despair evasion, MTA gets $4 billion in stimulus, avoiding doomsday cuts for now. The next headlines are from Observer.com. Apple is planning an electric self-driving car featuring game-changing battery. Home set, stylish holiday must-haves to celebrate the end of 2020. Bill Gates-backed electric vehicle startup has the biggest stock bubble of 2020. Exclusive, David Gordon Green in talks to direct Exorcist sequel for Blumhouse. Bridgerton shines for Shonda Rhimes on Netflix. The UK's mutant COVID-19 strain sends world into panic mode, how dangerous is it? PR rising stars, the young pros who powered firms through 2020. PR Power 50, the pros who changed the conversation in 2020. Prince William and Kate are celebrating Christmas at Anmar Hall this year. Will Pixar's Soul be free on Disney+? We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Light earthquake, M4.5 quake has struck near Villa Basilio Nieves in Argentina. Minor earthquake, 3.4 mag was detected near Adak in Alaska. Light earthquake 4.4 mag, 30 kilometers of Yulin, Taiwan. Minor earthquake, 3.3 mag was detected near Sandpoint in Alaska. Light earthquake, 4.2 mag strikes near the Chromatic Islands. Light earthquake, 4.5 mag was detected near San Antonio de los Cobos in Argentina. Light earthquake 4.3 mag, 117 kilometers WNW of Madong, Papua New Guinea. Light earthquake 4.2 mag, 41 kilometers northeast of Saint Marie, Martinique. Light earthquake, M4.6 quake has struck near Bengkulu in Indonesia. Moderate earthquake, M5 quake has struck near Santa Monica in Philippines. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. A decade after the Arab Spring, Tunisia fails to keep up with the process of democratization. Empowering women through wisdom. Islamic feminists speak on fight to reclaim rights. The night Arafat, facing death threats, slept in the UN chief's office. The impact of COVID-19 on child marriage and other gender-based violence. A Pakistani farmer is using technology to stop agricultural exploitation. Uganda's school plan for refugee children could become a global template. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. What's actually in the U.S. COVID stimulus bill? New Jersey bill would allow utility customers to opt out from smart meters, undermine federal program. Another Rusi agate-like Trump scandal which isn't one. U.S. police have stolen $68 billion in the past 20 years from American citizens without due process. Doctor who warned Americans not to travel for Thanksgiving traveled for Thanksgiving. NY Mayor de Blasio, our mission is to redistribute wealth. In heavily locked down San Francisco, 360% more people died from overdoses than COVID-19. UAE, Saudi used Israel spyware to hack Al Jazeera journalists' phones, report reveals. U.S. COVID hospitalizations retreat, mutation stokes fears about vaccine-resistant virus. Top Russian scientist Alexander Sasha Kaganskaya working on COVID-19 vaccine assassinated in St. Petersburg. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Is this 1882 patent for a mousetrap featuring a loaded gun real? Katie Oslin, country singer of 80s Ladies, dies at 78. Scientists surge concern, not alarm over new virus strains. Were royal family affair rumors revealed? Fox, Newsmax shoot down their own aired claims on election. Man dressed as Santa rescued from power lines in California. Does Trump's residency change mean he committed voter fraud in 2018 or 2020? No, a photo doesn't show Justice Roberts with Ghislaine Maxwell. Woman finds apparent COVID-19 test in Kohl's box. The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Trump's border wall, where does it stand? Flawed calculation behind false claim of fraudulent votes. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Fort Bragg soldier kills pregnant wife days before due date. Putin's former filmmaker arrested for underwear protest outside the FSB headquarters. Eccentric Thai King's official mistress has hundreds of nudes allegedly leaked. Last-minute gifts, give these 5 fabulous cookbooks. Last-minute gifts, give these gourmet drink and food presents. Russian-backed trolls are targeting a new election. How the Daily Beast made a crap year look really good. Did F wording bar just save American democracy? Trump world wants to primary GOP Governor Brian Kemp. This badass nurse got COVID, now she's hoping for a double lung transplant. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Video shows Ohio troopers calm crying girl after alleged abduction. Rep Presley says she'll fight to give prisoners priority for COVID vaccine. Playboy Cardi promises whole lot of red with Christmas album release. Patrick Mahomes recalls first Christmas with now fiancée Brittany Matthews. Range Rover rolls over LA mom in fatal incident, shocking video shows. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. The Christmas star appears again, Jupiter and Saturn align in the Great Conjunction on December 21, 2020. As heavenly bodies converge, many ask, is the Star of Bethlehem making a comeback? You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn captured in stunning photos. WHO discusses new coronavirus strain circulating in UK. Mass distribution of Moderna's coronavirus vaccine begins in the US. UK officials say new COVID-19 strain appears to be 70% more contagious. US yet to decide on UK travel ban as nations close borders. Dozens of nations ban travel with Britain over more infectious COVID strain. US administers first Moderna vaccine doses in ramped up rollout. Christmas star 2020, Jupiter, Saturn to meet in rare great conjunction. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano erupts. NJ governor on state receiving almost 100,000 fewer COVID vaccine doses than anticipated. The following headlines are from AlienUFOsightings.com. Alien hunters detect mysterious radio signal from nearby star. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Connecticut Education Commissioner Miguel Cardona selected for U.S. Education Secretary by President-elect Joe Biden. Two cardinals close to Pope Francis have tested positive for COVID. Texas authorities release bodycam video showing fatal shooting of Joshua Feast. 92,000 pounds of lean cuisine frozen meals recalled. Two killed in small plane crash near Dallas. Ultimate betrayal, Trump questions loyalty of Pence's GOP hardliners push to overturn election results. Acrobats injured in circus accident reach $52.5 million settlement with arena and owners. Passenger who died on United flight from Orlando to LA may have shown COVID-19 symptoms. Two men booted from California strip club over refusal to wear face masks charged for allegedly shooting up business with AK-47. Massive COVID relief and $1.4 trillion government funding package sales through Congress, heads to Trump for signing. The following headlines are from military.com. You were in the Situation Room, we were high-fiving, Airmen brief Department of Defense Chief on sporty hostage rescue support mission. Acting SecDef visits Afghanistan, helps set the stage for the U.S. withdrawal. Senator, Treasury Department email accounts compromised in hack. More than 70 West Point cadets allegedly caught cheating on math exam. African sends warning to Al-Shabaab as U.S. troops begin withdrawing from Somalia. Navy sends nuclear sub to Strait of Hormuz as anniversary of Soleimani killing approaches. Troops to get cash payment and more time to pay back deferred taxes and funding bill. Virginia's Robert E. Lee statue has been removed from the U.S. Capitol. Biden's profoundly private Pentagon pic joins Twitter. Justice Department charges bombmaker in 1988 Pan Am explosion over Lockerbie. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Coronavirus in Illinois updates, here's what's happening Tuesday with COVID-19 in the Chicago area. How full are hospitals in Illinois? Search our list to find out. Prosecutors drop case against man accused of shooting 6-month-old girl in 2013. Documentary on murdered U of I scholar now available for streaming. This community is going to be very sad, 71-year-old woman known as Nana to neighbor slain in Morgan Park home. Concealed carry permit holder fatally shot during Bridgeport robbery, police say. Daywatch, Chicago cops involved in wrongful raid placed on desk duty, Congress passes long-sought COVID-19 relief bill in where to get Christmas takeout in Chicago. COVID-19 cases and deaths are surging again in Illinois prisons, as inmates and advocates call for more action. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Visible hydrogels for rapid hemorrhage control and monitoring. BioAF viewer software for simulated atomic force microscopy of biomolecules. Ways to treasure crayfish shells to store energy. Masks not enough to stop COVID-19 spread without distancing, study. Researchers further reveal inner workings of pathogenic bacteria. Study, bumblebees lacking high-quality habitat have higher pathogen loads. New experiment provides better understanding of fundamental photo-induced X-ray processes. Detecting COVID-19 antibodies in 10 seconds. New flower from 100 million years ago brings fresh holiday beauty to 2020. Global study on birdsong frequency. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Tuesday, December 22nd, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Best nootropics in 2021, the most popular smart drugs and supplements. How the Maya created their extraordinarily accurate calendar thousands of years ago. Does acupuncture really work? Can you learn how to have a lucid dream? Kilauea ends 2020 with a new eruption. Top 5 best BCAA supplements on the market. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Air Force Navy football game moving to 9/11 next year. AP All Big Ten, Ohio State's Fields, Indiana's Allen honored. SEC coaches named Devonta Smith Offensive Player of Year. Purdue seeks payoff from Trump loyalty in Georgia runoff. Can employers make COVID-19 vaccination mandatory? Pakistan Army says it killed 10 militants in Southwest raid. November existing home sales fall 2.5%, following record summer. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Firefighters playing Santa stumble upon slain soldier missing from New York base. COVID-19, continuing surge brings record number of new cases in California. Warriors resign East Bay native Juan Toscano Anderson days after releasing him. 10 years in prison for illegal streaming, it's in the COVID-19 relief bill. Peninsula Pet of the Week for the week of December 25th. Critter Corner, know how to pet-proof your Christmas tree. Steeped in tradition, new boozy cakes to ring in the new year. Recipe, Claire Saffix's flourless chocolate wave cake. South Bay Connect, project could dramatically change East Bay rail service. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Trump policies chased immigrants off welfare, study. Florida nursing home deaths spike but lower than U.S. average. After election wins, Republicans push rule change. Douglas County dissolves drug enforcement unit. Two face fraud charges involving Illinois boat dealership. Fauci, Azar get vaccine in public to boost confidence. Maryland setting aside 2,300 COVID-19 vaccine doses for new workers. Kentucky governor, lawmakers receive COVID-19 vaccine. Springfield police investigate fatal shooting at restaurant. The next headlines are from The Intercept. COVID-19 relief bill doubles healthcare budget for Congress. Exposing Boy Scout sex abuse turned into battle of press freedom against powerful interests. Facebook lets Vietnam cyber me target dissidents, rejecting a celebrity's plea. Detroit is suing Black Lives Matter protesters for civil conspiracy. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Study finds cancer survivors run greater risk of developing, dying from second cancers. Scientists discover mutations associated with early onset dementia. Variation in U.S. hospital mortality rates for patients admitted with COVID-19 during the first 6 months of pandemic. Even after long-term exposure, bionic touch does not remap the brain. Community spread of COVID-19 tied to patient survival rates at area hospitals. Artificial intelligence predicts gestational diabetes in Chinese women. How a large protein complex assembles in a cell. Regulatory RNAs promote breast cancer metastasis. A new species of mammal may have been found in Africa's montane forests. Ancient DNA sheds light on the peopling of the Mariana Islands. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Here's what holiday packaging can be recycled. Lyft offering free rides to COVID-19 vaccination sites, live updates. 15-year-old charged in West Side murder. During crucial holiday season, U.S. consumer confidence slumps. R. Kelly's federal trial in Chicago set for September 13th. Pair charged in home and square murder. Woman finds apparent COVID-19 test in Kohl's package. Man fatally shot in Bridgeport was possibly being carjacked, police. Man, 77, missing from Cragen. 1,500 Cook County Healthcare, sheriff's employees walk off the job for one-day strike. The following headlines are from Riverfront Times St. Louis. Meredith Berry of La Verita believes hospitality for all, including workers. St. Louis then and now, the former famous bar building downtown. Best CBD oil for dogs 2021, CBD for pet reviews. Medical reviews, alarming weight loss formula side effects. New cannabis dispensary opening in Sauget tomorrow. Sam Page, indoor dining could return to St. Louis County in January. Hartman, utility shut-off protection must last as long as pandemic. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. Michigan movie theaters are reopening this week, but why? Michigan judges are locking up children for non-criminal offenses like repeatedly disobeying their parents and skipping school. Weathering the storm, how can restaurants survive during the pandemic and attract more visitors? COVID-19 relief bill tainted with downright dangerous provision for hazardous material on Ambassador Bridge. Gage Cannabis awards $50K to nonprofit runners high as part of social equity grant program. Michigan's cannabis market could reach $3 billion, 4 million customers within 3 years. What will cannabis consumption lounges look like in Michigan? Today in scams, this absolutely brazen cash grab for a bus trip to Trump's 2021 inauguration. Iggy Pop is losing his mind, drops COVID-19 banger dirty little virus. City of Detroit CFO Mass Aaron to serve as Whitmer State Budget Director. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Deshaun Watson and Laramie Tunsil named to Pro Bowl. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day grocery store hours. Check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Turner calls out Congress for puny relief bill, urges Houstonians to stay home for Christmas. The Mandalorian and the Cameo Crutch. 12 Days of Favorite Houston Food and Drink Experiences in 2020, Part 10, Innovations. Loverboy remembers their first kiss with debut issue. NFL Week 15, Colts 27, Texans 20, 4 winners, 4 losers. This week in Houston food events, holiday eats and a happy party. 12 Days of Favorite Houston Food and Drink Experiences in 2020, Part 9, Industry Helpers. The next headlines are about world records making news. 7-gill shark caught off OB Pier, the world's record, San Diego Reader. FIFA 21, 14-year-old Anders Fredriksson sets new world record after 300-0-foot score, Republic World. Out Olympian Yulimar Rojas named Female of the Year by World Athletics, Outsports. Oxford PV hits new world record for solar cell, printed electronics world. New world record for skiing uphill, set indoors in Manchester, in snow. Pune, 5-year-old girl enters world record India book for her unique memory, Puniker News. The Bachelorette recap, a record-setting amount of time with Neil Lane, The Ringer. Prodigy 14-year-old sets new world record on FIFA 21 FUT Champions, Gaming Intel. The top 10 weather and climate events of a record-setting year, Yale Climate Connections. OKCFD Corporal sets new bench press world record during competition in Las Vegas, Kako, Oklahoma City. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. New blue whale population discovered after scientists fear unknown song. Tuesday's best deals, Watch Dogs Legion, 20% off Ulta Beauty, Lego Wonder Woman 84, Just Dance 2021, non-stick frying pans, Razer Kraken headset, and more. New leak claimed to reveal Samsung's next Galaxy Chromebook. Maybe now Peloton orders won't take so long. Blumhouse is summoning another Exorcist movie to the mortal plane. NASA completes with dress rehearsal of its most powerful rocket. If you don't need your stimulus check, consider a mutual aid network. Turn your laptop into a larger portable screen for your Nintendo Switch with this tiny USB-C adapter. Wash all the crap out between your teeth with a Waterpik flossing toothbrush. Another Guardian of the Galaxy is coming to Thor, Love and Thunder. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Shark Bay Airport in Australia at 109.22 degrees Fahrenheit or 42.9 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Anga in Russia at minus 101.38 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 74.1 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. $50 per month emergency broadband subsidies approved in pandemic stimulus. Russia's space chief is hopping mad over most recent U.S. restrictions. Yukon gold miner unearths a mummified Ice Age wolf pup. Apple is allegedly working on a passenger car, breakthrough battery tech. Pornhub squarely targeted in bipartisan bill to regulate sex work online. Zero-click iMessage Zero they used to hack the iPhones of 36 journalists. What we know about the new SARS strain that's shutting down the UK. After riots, iPhone manufacturer says it deeply regrets exploiting workers. AT&T reportedly struggling to sell DirecTV at anything but a huge loss. These tires work better in snow thanks to 3D printing. Next, announcements from the World Health Organization. Behavioral considerations for acceptance and uptake of COVID-19 vaccines. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Delusional Trump torched for friggin' insane all-caps rigged election Twitter rant. 21 journalists victims of reprisal killings in 2020, Watchdog. Trump-loving ex-cop charged with gun threat against black man who stared at his racist shirt. U.S. Airlines to recall furloughed staff, for now. Michael Flynn should face court-martial for incitement to insurrection, ex-Colin Powell chief of staff. Watch, tensions erupt as Proud Boys show up to defend right-wing pastor defying COVID restrictions. Pope adapts Christmas plans as cardinals test positive for virus. Top U.S. scientist Anthony Fauci receives COVID-19 vaccine. Fox Sports announcer insults co-host by calling him Sidney Powell. House Republican drops the hammer on his colleagues for their mindless obedience to Trump. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Coronavirus growth in Western countries, December 21st update. To beat anti-vaccine trolls, sometimes you have to think like one. Our 2020 time capsule is full of stuff we didn't know we needed, until we needed it. Heroes of 2020, Floor is Lava. Hero and Monster of 2020, Gerald the Turkey. Conjunction Countdown, Day 0. Congress passed a new COVID relief bill, it's not nearly enough. The media will help rehabilitate Trump's loyalists. Lunchtime photo. Why are we quarantining the UK? The next items are today's top search results for Bigfoot. Keystone's Bigfoot Bash, a day of celebration and record-breaking, News Center 1 TV. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. An updated way to calculate the likelihood of the existence of extraterrestrial civilizations, FIS.org. Astronomers discover mysterious radio signal from Proxima Centauri, Smithsonian Magazine. Let's search for alien probes, not just alien signals, Scientific American. Weird radio beam probably isn't aliens, but it's the best candidate yet, New Scientist News. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Even after long-term exposure, bionic touch does not remap the brain, Uric alert. Can you train your ears to become more sensitive, Gizmodo Australia. Aptinics to present at the 39th Annual JP Morgan Healthcare Conference, Yahoo Finance. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. How does space travel affect astronauts' chromosomes? Massive science. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Government refuses to rule out alien or non-human technology. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. True Strange News Fair Use Statement. No Views News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2020 by No Views News. All rights reserved.